One of my mentors, John Jantsch, over at Duct Tape Marketing, likes to say content isn't king, it's air. So how can we make something that is so important for the marketing and growth of our business simple? Today, I am going to break down our content marketing process to show you how simple it can be. Hi, I am Tim Fitzpatrick with Rialto Marketing, where we believe you must remove your revenue roadblocks if you want to accelerate revenue growth. If this is something you're looking to accomplish, we'd love to chat. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in. As I mentioned, I am going to break down our content marketing process. I think it's pretty simple, but I don't want you to mistake what I talk about today to communicate that content marketing is easy. It is not, okay? It takes time, it takes effort. Right? When I think about something that's easy, it doesn't take a lot of work. It doesn't take effort. When I think of something as simple, it's easy to understand. We can all understand it and we can all implement it, but it does take work to do it. So let's talk about the first big roadblock for a lot of people with content marketing. I just want to touch on this, which is, where am I going to get all these ideas of what to talk about or what to write about, or what to shoot a video on? This is a common roadblock, but once you get into the content marketing process, you realize that this is not a difficult thing. So I want to share a few tools with you first and foremost to help give you some ideas of how you can generate a ton of content ideas. One, pay attention to the questions that you are getting from potential prospects, potential clients, current clients. Those are all questions that you can answer with your content. Okay, so pay attention to the questions that you're getting all the time. Answer the Public. Go search Answer the Public. It is a cool tool. They have a free version. I've never paid for it, and I've just always gone in there and just used it to check it out. But Answer the Public, you can type in a specific keyword and all kinds of content ideas come out that are offshoots of that particular topic. Great place to go. There's a lot of SEO tools out there, things like Ubersuggest, SEMrush, SEMrush, or Ahrefs, Ahrefs. There's others, but a lot of the SEO tools out there will help give you ideas around topics for specific keywords. Google searches, just start doing Google searches. You'll start to get ideas. When you do Google searches, oftentimes Google will auto-populate. Great place to look. When you do Google searches, down in the bottom, it will also show related searches. Great place to get super cool ideas for your content. Social media groups. Go into social media groups related to your topic. What kind of questions are people asking? Similarly, forums. There are forums for virtually anything out there at this point. What questions are people asking in forums? And then answer sites like Yahoo or Quora. Go in there and look at what types of questions people are asking and answer those with your content. So a few simple ideas to help get your creative juices flowing. Once you get into this process, I promise you will not have a hard time coming up with content ideas and things to talk about or write about. Let's jump into our 5-step content marketing plan. I want to preface this. This is all based around video. Okay, so if you don't like doing video, I think you can still take certain aspects of this process and utilize it. But video, there's no other form of content that you can leverage as much as video, in my opinion. The other thing with video, it helps people get to know, like, and trust you better than anything outside of face-to-face. Okay, and we can't always meet face-to-face, right? So that's why I love video marketing. So just know that going in, we start with video. So here's a 5-step process. Okay. First is you record the video. Okay. In our business, what I'm doing right now, I am shooting a video that I am live streaming to LinkedIn and Facebook, that's where everything starts for us. Typically, it's a little bit longer form, but sometimes when I'm doing solo episodes, they might be 5 to 10 minutes. If I'm interviewing people, they could be 25, 30, 40 minutes. But everything starts with some type of video. That's the first step. Second step in our process is we take that video and we repurpose the video. We repurpose that video into a YouTube video. Okay. We add an intro and an outro, which, by the way, you can get very inexpensively on sites like Fiverr. But professional looking intro outro for the video. We put a thumbnail there, and that creates the YouTube video. Then we take the audio from the video recording and we use that to create our podcast episodes. We add an intro and an outro there. Again, you can get those done on Fiverr for pretty inexpensively. If you're going to do podcast stuff, you will need a podcast host. We use Buzzsprout. There are a ton of them out there. I've never had any issues with Buzzsprout. Super easy to use. So we take that, shoot that initial video, then we're repurposing it into YouTube video and audio that we then use for our podcast episodes. Step 3 is we transcribe. We take the video and we get it transcribed, okay, into the written word. We do this with automation through a company called HappyScribe. There are a bunch of them out there. HappyScribe has worked really well for us. Rev.com is another one. But you get that video transcribed into the written word. That's the third step. Fourth step, we then take all of that content and we create a blog post. The blog post has the video embed, it's got the audio embed for the podcast, and then it's got the transcription of the episode or the video. And then we include show notes, links, things like that from the video recording. And that all goes into our blog post. Okay. Step 5 is we then repurpose even further. There are so many things you can do, but what we do is we create short form video clips. So 30 to 90 second video clips from the original video recording. You can create quote cards, so if there's something quotable from the video recording, take a quick snippet, and then you can use that in other promotions. But there's a lot of different things. You could create audio clips, you could create quote cards, the short form video clips, but you can break that video down into so many other forms of content. That's why I love video. So that's the 5-step process that we use. Video recording, then we repurpose the video into YouTube video and podcast. Step 3, we transcribe. Step 4, we create a blog post with all of that content. And by the way, you can go to our website at rialtomarketing.com, RIALTO marketing.com. Click on the blog and you can just see how we do this. I'm not saying it's the best, but if there's some tidbits that you can learn and take and use for your own business, cool. Please do so. And then step 5 is you can repurpose even further. Quote cards, shorter form video clips, short form audio clips, things like that. So from there, you can leverage that content. That's another thing that's so powerful about content marketing. You can leverage your content marketing into your other marketing channels. So we can leverage our content on social, right? We can create social posts around the video, the podcast episode being released, the blog post getting published, the short form clips, the quote cards. All of those things are potential social posts that can help drive our social media marketing efforts. You can also promote some of this stuff via email. You're not going to promote everything via email, but you can promote the initial episode, the initial video via email. There are a lot of different ways you might be able to repurpose depending on what you're doing with your email marketing, but you can certainly take some of the original content and promote it through your email marketing efforts. So there are a lot of ways that you can take that one piece of content, use your content marketing to drive some of your other marketing channel efforts. So I hope you can see now why I love using video to start our content marketing process. One of the big questions people have as I go through this with them is, well, gosh, this, like, how do you get this done? You know, like when people hear Gary Vaynerchuk talk about it, I mean, I don't know how many people he has on his team, but it's a lot. You know, most of us don't have a huge team. Sometimes it's just us. You can still do this. I am leveraging people on our team to get some of this stuff done. Okay. But even if you are a solopreneur, it's just you can still do something very similar. You're going to have to hire some other people, but there are so many different sites out there like Fiverr, Upwork, freelancer.com, where you can hire freelancers part-time to do this. And honestly, you can find one person to get all this back-end stuff done. If you take the time to shoot the video and then have your process clearly outlined with good instructions, one person can do some of this. We don't do a lot of video editing. Okay. So there's not this doesn't have to be crazy. You can hire one person to get this done each and every week for you. And it's going to cost you a little bit of money, but it's not going to cost you a significant amount of money. I mean, you can hire people overseas to get this done, you know, where it's not going to cost you $30, $40 an hour to get it done. So it can be done. If this is something that you're interested in and you're struggling with it a little bit, you can always reach out to us over at rialtomarketing.com, RIALTO marketing.com. Book a GPS call with me. I would be happy to chat with you and help answer some of your questions and kind of help guide you in the direction that makes the most sense for you based on where you are and where you want to go. Now, with content marketing, we're talking about lead generation, and lead generation is one of the 9 revenue roadblocks that we help clients remove so that they can accelerate revenue growth. Which roadblocks are in your way? If you want to find out, head on over to revenueroadblockscorecard.com. Over there, it will take less than 5 minutes for you to discover and assess which of the 9 roadblocks are slowing down your business growth. So head on over there today. Like I said, less than 5 minutes. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune in. I hope you found this helpful. Till next time, take care.